My name is Barry Hyde. I'm with WUHNT News Channel 18.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir. We're trying to do a story today focused on this format. Why did you decide that you wanted to do the streaming video? Who came up with the idea, and why do you think it's going to be beneficial for you?
Well, I think that being a business owner and one that's in the technology area like we are, streaming video is certainly a way to get out to the most people, because even if I only have like now 10 to 15 people online, it will then also be linked on our site for future people to go look at. So if somebody wants to know where I stand on the issue, you want to write a story, you can go out there and get that. We're also taping on high definition TV, and we'll make that video, or high definition video, make that video available to anybody that needs that. Hopefully I won't goof up and say anything crazy, but if I do, you're welcome to it.
Not that I haven't done that before myself. Talk about just about this whole format this morning. I mean, how exciting is it, because it's totally a new wave of technology we're talking about here.
It is, and I think it may be the way to help keep costs down in the campaign. Right now, everybody's having issues of raising money on the campaign trail. We have 6 of us that are vying for everybody's contributions, and some people will raise more than others, but I think that we have a little bit of advantage in this format because we have the capability, I have the capability to pull that off. But it's a way to reach as many people as we can at very little cost.
Do you think you'll be doing this again? Is this going to be a one-time only thing, or more times in the future here?
No, I'd like to do this at least once every other week. I don't want to inundate everybody with, come join me for a chat. But even if I'm elected state senator, I'd like to continue doing this. I think this is a great forum that if people want to know what we would be doing in Montgomery, have opinions, want to send an email or a chat, and get that information out to the people of the District 7, I think that's a great way to do it.
You had kind of mentioned a moment ago some of your maybe key aspects that you're looking into as far as like if you become the next state senator, but are there maybe 1 or 2 pressing issues that you'd like to see addressed right off the bat?
Well, obviously everybody's looking at the budget right now, and the budget is really the key thing, and how are we going to streamline that so we're not robbing our principal out of what is now our rainy day account. And as we take $650 million out of that account, it's now less interest that we're going to be earning back into the general fund. It really makes no sense for us to continue doing that. Let's streamline the budget, look for the ways. And I think the people of Alabama want us really to get transparent and make that budget completely transparent, so that if we ever do have to come out there and say, look, and I'm not for taxes of any kind, but this issue's got to be addressed, they know that we've done all that we possibly can. And really, if we do all we can with the money that we're given by the people of Alabama, and it is your money, we can run the state. We don't have to raise new taxes. In fact, we ought to be decreasing taxes.
Very good. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Okay. We do have someone else, it looks like, from the media that came in. I'd like to thank you for being here.
Carter with the Huntsville Times.
Hey, it's good to see you. If you have a question, you can ask it, and we're looking for some to also come up online here at any time. I have quite a few comments coming up, but no questions at this point. So, now there is a microphone, so the people on the internet that are out there could hear you if you want to ask the question through that. Is it long enough, Chris, to reach her?
I don't want to get in the way of the camera.
Oh, you won't. Hey, this is live internet. We're doing it as just have fun with it. We like the format. Of course, I've been in TV and radio for years. I got started in radio and did some TV stuff down in the Anniston, Jacksonville area. And so this is old hat to me, but it's not just old hat, it's hard getting back into. So, Patricia, what kind of questions can I answer for you?
Well, I will be attending 3 events today.
Okay.
State Senate candidates. What sets you apart from this crowded field that we're seeing?
Well, we have 6 really good candidates. In fact, I've already made the statement in the pledge that whichever one of us rises to the top and wins this, I will support 100% to make sure that we win the seat as a conservative Republican, and all of us seem to be that. We all have been talking to each other. There's only one candidate that I've not actually spoken with. And there are plenty of differences between us. We have 2 lawyers in the group. We have 1 Alabama A&M he has to describe it. It's urban development type person. That's Dr. Richardson, great man. We have another person in the defense industry, so I've not talked to him, so I don't know too much about him. And then we have two businessmen with Paul and myself. It just happens to be that the business that I'm in and have been in now in Huntsville for the last 10 years, I think has more to do with what's going to be going on as a whole in District 7 over the next few years, in that we are a defense contractor primarily. We understand the issues with BRAC, the infrastructure issues, as well as the employment issues. We're having a terrible time in this area right now, finding enough quality employees in the sciences and math and engineering, and there are lots of efforts going on around the area to try to grow that, but that's one of the biggest issues. So what we have is we have the Army coming in and they're needing to fill slots, people moving down, but not as many as we need moving into the Huntsville area, which is kind of keeping the housing market somewhat stagnant from what we expected. And yet we have all of our jobs fairs that seem to be cannibalizing on each other. So as that cannibalization takes place, the rates are going up, and then the smaller businesses like ours have a little bit of trouble getting the quality employees that we need to continue doing our mission out there. So I think that as a small business in that arena, that we've already come up with several ideas and ways to solve our problems and can pass those along to other businesses and people in the district. We do a lot of work in the research development area out at Redstone. The work that we do, I think, opens my eyes to the types of technologies that can transition into the marketplace, into business to create new products, create new jobs, and those new jobs are the kind of jobs we want to keep here in Alabama.
What are those ways that you've found to
Well,
work around that deficit of
employees? Okay, the question was what ways to work around the deficit of employees. That's okay. It's like I said, live internet stream.
not just you?
Newspaper reporter, not used to a microphone. Glad to have you. I'm not used to writing, so we'll work it both ways. There are plenty of ways to do it. The Chamber of Commerce has a website out there that is called smartplace.com. There are 535 companies right now posting 535 jobs that I had last counted on there that are being posted. We started a company and a website called HuntsvilleUSA.us. It's starting to kind of take off now, but we've been advertising outside of the Huntsville area and Atlanta and Nashville and other places, not just for us, but for the business of the website, which we hope will encourage outsiders to come in to the area and want jobs here. And people can go to that site and post jobs and also find over 3,000 resumes we have in that right now, which as our own small business is somewhat helps us because I have direct access to all of that. So that's one way we're doing it.
When you say you have a small business, how small is it?
We're 21 employees. We have about a $2 to $2.5 million company as far as what we generate in any given year. It will fluctuate in that range. And we have to do what I think Alabama's got to do, which is look at our next year's projections and decide what can we do as far as can we grow employees or do we have to cut back. And we've had to do both over the years. And I think that experience at being able to examine a budget, forecast that budget is something that will help me when I go down to Montgomery.